Hello student, welcome to my class 11th Maths. In this class today we start new topic sets. What is sets, how we can define sets and how we will represent sets. These things we will clarify here today. So first of all, what is the meaning of set. Basically set is a well defined collection of an objects. Set is defined as well defined collection of an object. Here we use the term collection. Collection means we will take any numbers, even number, odd number, natural number, prime number. When we take number more than 2, then that is said to be collection. What is the meaning of well defined? The number that are taken is identified by a specific property. If, then we can say it is also well defined. So to define it, we will take an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, dash, dash. These numbers are collection of numbers and it is a well defined collection. Why? Because these numbers are natural number. So we can say it is a set. Similarly, to define it, we will take another example. Set of vowels. A collection of vowels. Collection of vowels. That is A, E, I, O, U. This collection is well defined because it is a letter of English alphabet, that is also vowel. So we can say these collection are sets. Second thing, how we can represent these sets. What are the method to represent this set? So basically we have given two methods by which we can represent the sets. Number one, set roster form. In this case, we list the element by using commas inside a curly braces. So that representation is said to be set roster form. For example, collection of vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. Now we separate these elements by commas and represent it inside a curly bracket. So overall this representation is said to be set roster form. Similarly, we can represent the set of natural number. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 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 inside curly brackets. This is also set roster form. Second one case by which we can represent set is said to be set builder form. So set builder form. Set builder form. In this case, we list the element by using their specific property inside a curly bracket, and representation of that type is said to be set builder form. For example, collection of vowels, collection of vowels, which is A, E, I and U. So here specific property or specific nature of elements is vowel that belongs to English alphabet. So when we represent it in builder form, in that case we assume that specific property is X. So we can represent it inside curly bracket like X such that X is a vowel of English alphabet. So this is said to be set builder form. Another example we are taking to describe it: set of odd natural number. Odd natural number less than 20. Less than 20. So how we can represent it? In this case, from question we identify natural number belongs to odd. So odd is a specific property of numbers. Suppose that is X. So we can represent it like X such that X is an odd number less than 20. So this is set builder form. So basically I have cleared what is set roster and set builder. If you want to identify main difference between these two, so you can say in set roster form we list the element by using commas inside curly braces, while in case of set builder form we identify the specific property of elements by which we can represent it in curly bracket. So this is the main difference between roster and builder. So this is the basic concept by which we can represent set in builder form and sets in roster form. So except this one, we come to the new topic, types of sets. Types of set. So in this case we have given some types of sets. Number one, null set. It is also known as an empty set or void set. So what is null set? How we can identify null set? By giving a suitable example. You know it very well. Basically null sets are those in which no element present. Those sets in which no element present is said to be null set. For example, we are taking collection of students in class 11th and 12th. So we can represent it in set builder or roster form. So we are taking here set builder X such that X is a student studying in class 11th and 12th. So this is the best example of null set. Why? We can justify it. Here X is a student. Student only studying in class 11th, otherwise in class 12th. in both class one student never take class. So we can say it is a null set. When only we will write down here x such that x is a student studying in class 11th, then it is not null set. But one student studying in both classes which does not satisfy the basic condition of null sets, so we can say it is null set. Another example we are taking here, x such that x square is equal to 4 comma x is odd natural number. So it is also best example of null set. Why? When solving this x square is equal to 4, we get the value of x is equal to plus 2 and minus 2. But here we have given x is an odd natural number. So we can say odd natural number does not match with this condition. So it is an example of null sets. Second case, second one types of set is finite set. Finite sets. Basically, finite sets are those sets which are countable and it can be represented by using set roster form or set builder form. So, finite sets are countable, you can say. Example, set of even natural number less than 20. We have represented this one in set builder form. If you want to convert it in set roster form, so less than 20 even natural number will be 2, 4, 6, dash 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 dash, 80. So this is finite set. So why we can say this is finite sets? Because elements that listed inside curly brackets are countable. When element does not countable, then it will convert in the form of infinite sets. So we come to the next topic, infinite sets. What is the meaning of infinite sets? Infinite set. When element present in a set is not countable. When elements present in a set is not countable. For example, set of natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash 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 up to infinity. This is the set of natural number. Similarly, set of odd natural numbers we can take, set of even natural numbers. These are the example of infinite sets. So what will be the difference between finite and infinite in this case? Finite sets are countable while infinite sets are not countable. So this is the basic fundamental difference between finite and infinite sets. Except this, we come to the next point, equal sets. What is the meaning of equal sets? Equal sets. To define equal sets, we will consider two sets A and B in such a way that set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B is equal to 2, 4, 1, 3. In these two sets, we see that elements of set A lies in set B, while the elements of set B is also lies in set A. So when element of A lies in B and elements of B lies in A, then we can say these two sets are equal sets. So what will be the definition of equal set? On the basis of this theory, two sets A and B are said to be equal A and B are said to be equal if element of set A belongs to set B and element of set B belongs to set A. Thus, we can say A equal to B. So, sometimes if we have given set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. So are these two sets are equal? No. Why? Because element of A does not belongs to B. All element of set A does not belongs to B. While in case set of elements of set B does not also belongs to A. So these two sets are not equal. So this is the fundamental theory related to the types of sets. Except this one, we will use some notation to represent sets. That is the basic fundamental theory which we will use in questions. So you come to that point. Some notation. Some notation use to represent sets. First one, set of natural number. It is denoted by symbol capital N. Number 2, set of rational number. It is denoted by symbol Q. Number 3, set of integer. It is denoted by symbol Z. And number 4, set of real number, which is denoted by symbol capital R. Basically, these 4 symbols are used to represent set, except this one. If somebody asks how you will represent set of positive integer, in that case we will use z positive sign. Set of positive real number, then we will use r positive. Set of rational number, positive rational number, in that case we will use q positive. So these are the some notations by which we can solve the sets problem. So these symbols are most important to all of you. You write it and learn it carefully. I think whatever we have provided you, you carefully understand it, and using it you try to solve the questions related to their exercise. And further, if you have doubt or query, so please comment me in my comment box. And finally, we request you to all of you that if you like to my channel, so please subscribe it and share more and more with your friends, so that we will grow my channel and we will make new videos that is suitable for you. Further, I again say to all of you that please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.